Good morning, Professor Ved Prakash, Honorable Chairman UGC, Shri Mahbubul Haq Sir, Honorable Chancellor of University of Science and Technology, Meghalaya, Dr. Midul Hazarika Sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, University of Science and Technology, Meghalaya, members of the USTM Net Forum, faculty members, ladies and gentlemen, and especially the aspirants of NET examinations. On behalf of University of Science and Technology, Meghalaya, we would like to welcome all to the virtual orientation program for the free online NET coaching organized by the University of Science and Technology, Meghalaya. In view of the present COVID-19 pandemic situation and considering the difficulties the NET aspirants are facing in their examination preparation, the NET Forum of USTM has opened its door to all the aspirants across the nations who are who are having a lot of problems, difficulties of not being able to avail the contact classes. So the NET Forum has opened its door to all the NET aspirants, and we hope that the aspirants do get benefited from this. This is entirely, as I said, free of cost. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody knows about Professor Ved Prakash, but still there are 2-3 lines I would like to say about his profile. Our esteemed chief guest today is none other than, as we all know, Professor Ved Prakash Sir, who has served as the Vice Chancellor of National University of Educational Planning and Administration. He has the unique distinction of serving the University Grand Commission in all the 3 key positions as Secretary, as the Vice Chairman, and finally as the Honorable Chairman. Professor Ved Prakash Sir is also the recipient of the US Fulbright Postdoctoral Fellowship and has held a number of important positions in national and international organizations. We are indeed honored to have Sir as our Professor Emeritus of USTM, and he has been guiding and mentoring us in all our endeavors. Sir, we welcome you to today's session. Without much ado, I would now like to request Shri Mahbubul Haq Sir, Honorable Chancellor USTM, to kindly address the gathering. Sir. Thank you. Sir, your audio. Sir, your audio.
Good morning to you all. My mentor and former Chairman University Grand Commission, Professor Ved Prakash Sir, esteemed DC of USTM, Professor Midul Hazarika Sir, my colleague Mehjabin Irfan, and all faculty members, the expert faculty members who are very much familiar how to guide the NET aspirants from various universities and especially from USTM, and all aspirants who have joined in this virtual online classes for NET coaching. First of all, I congratulate the NET Forum of USTM for taking this innovative step. We habitually conduct the classes, NET classes, in the evening after the general classes is over. And we provide refreshment to our students so that they can stay back in the campus and they can attend the classes. From last 2 years, we have also offered the free NET coaching facilities for the aspirants who are especially from Guwahati. So they are attending classes, some of the students. But this is something a very unique step, although this is pandemic situation. But the NET Forum have converted these challenges into opportunity and that extended the services to the whole of the country. I am very happy and surprised seeing the list of the students, aspirants from various corners of the country, even from Delhi, Lucknow, and all other metro cities and from various places. I don't know from where the students are belonging to. And within a short span, we have received large number of applicants. Initially, it was our target to start for the few of the subjects, but later on when we have seen that students from nearly 18-19 subjects, they have applied. So we have taken steps, and it is for the information of all the aspirants that in next 1 week, 10 days time, you will be finding more mentors and experts faculties from other universities too. We are in touch with them. And we at USTM, we have a very unique kind of policy, and I must tell in this August gathering who have joined virtually that USTM have a payback policy. And this payback policy is mainly the beneficiaries are coming out from last 5-6 years from the aspirants of NET. What is payback policy? We return the entire fees from admission to the last semesters, and which I have seen practically, it is nearly 2 lakhs and 2 lakhs plus rupees. We usually charge in 4 semesters and from the admission fees. In the last one academic session, nearly 80 students have qualified NET from USTM. And this is for the information of all the aspirants from various prestigious institutions, including Delhi University, Tezpur University, and various local universities like Guwahati University. They have joined. Our students, who are our students? They are all average students who are not getting opportunity to get admission in various government institutions. After that, probably that is their first option to join USTM. And therefore, it's my own experience that when we have launched this kind of initiative, we have seen that only talent always not matters. It is only your passionate effort. It is your kind of getting mentorship from some of the experienced teachers. It is that you must be familiar with the entire syllabus of NET, because some of the university, they are not complying directly with the NET syllabus. So students actually, they are not getting the proper ideas. And at USTM, we have every department, we have one faculty NET coordinator, and we have question bank of last 10 years, and we have purchased the materials so that our students, from the very beginning after joining post-graduation, we conduct the survey. We find out the students who are very much interested to go for higher studies, especially to those who are interested to get the JRF and going for research, or those who are interested to enter into academia. So accordingly, we conduct the survey and we find out the students, and then we continue our classes. So I welcome all of the aspirants, that it is not that teachers in the coming few classes, they will be covering the syllabus. It is, they will be working just like a mentor, and they will be guiding force for you, so that how we can prepare for the entire syllabus. So I think if you are serious, if you get the syllabus nicely, if you follow some of the books where our mentors are advising to you, and also getting some of the kind of standard notes the teachers are providing, how to write and how to respond on a particular questions. If we follow all such kind of norms, and if we give sufficient time, nearly 6-7 hours study, if we are free, if we are already completed master's degree, and if we are dedicated for the NET coaching, I think it is not a very serious job. We have seen practically students that take very casually when they are preparing for the NET examination. Casual people, they never crack such kind of competitive examination. It is your seriousness, it is your persuasion, and it is your that syllabus that you have to properly following, and the study materials and the question pattern and all such kind of things that our faculty who will be acting as a mentor, because they are the faculty, they have also came across in this road, and they know how to crack this NET examination. And some of the faculties, I must tell, they have many times they have qualified NET, and then after that they have also cracked the JRF examination. So I welcome all of you, and I am very grateful to all of you that you have shown faith on our initiative, free NET coaching. It will be our great success of USTM that if you crack the NET examination, that will be our success. We want to see that maximum number of aspirants who have joined in this virtual launching and online free NET coaching. If you can crack, it will be the success of USTM, it will be the success of yours. And I always get the advice from Professor Ved Prakash sir. I think it's an unparalleled personality in our great country. Even after his retirement, he has not taken a single hour rest, and he is writing many articles. So you can go through the spirit and the experience he has gathered. And so always I want to see the Professor Ved Prakash sir, he's giving the blessings and giving his advice to our aspirants. And if I talk anything among our colleague, it is always every people always give the proposal that Ved Prakash sir must be there. So accordingly, I requested Ved Prakash sir. Always we create inconvenience for you, sir. But God bless you, long live, and please guide USTM so that we can also achieve excellence in the coming days, and we can establish our identity in the field of academics and research, what we have set in our vision. I welcome all of you, all the mentors, all the faculty members, and especially Professor Ved Prakash sir for joining to give inaugural speech. I think our students will be immensely benefited from his deliberation. Thank you very much.
I would now like to request Professor Ved Prakash sir to kindly address our gathering, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, Majveen-ji. Respected Shri Mahbub al-Haq, Honorable Chancellor of University of Science and Technology, Meghalaya, my esteemed colleague, Professor Mridul Hazarika, Honorable Vice Chancellor of USTM, Majveen, Rahman, Irfan, all other members of the faculty of the USTM, and my dear students. At the outset, I would like to congratulate the Honorable Chancellor, Mahbub al-Haq, for launching this initiative, which is a very unique initiative for the greater good of the prospective candidates who wish to enter into the domain of teaching and learning in higher education or in research. I do not know any other institution in the country which would have even thought of it. So heartiest congratulations to you, Haq Sahab, and Majveen and Professor Hazarika and Irfan for taking this wonderful initiative. I'm indeed honored to be a part of this today's webinar, wherein the Honorable Chancellor has asked me to inaugurate it. But before giving any academic speech, I thought that what I should do, I should talk to the children. I should tell them what is this NET all about, what are the eligibility conditions, what are the types of papers that we have in the NET examination, and what is that is required, to sail through this examination. But before I do that, let me share with you that it is a quality initiative in the sector of higher education. And a concern was expressed some time ago that we are not getting the finished product from the universities, and there are huge variations because of the diversity of our country. So all kinds of people are passing out from different institutions. So what we need to do is that we need to standardize the entry of the people in the sector of higher education. And this was the concern which was expressed in 80s. When we brought out the second policy in 1986, so in 1986, it was envisaged that we should recruit only those people who, besides having minimum qualifications, also have a teaching and research aptitude. So it was primarily for that purpose that the NET was introduced, and the first NET was conducted in 1989 perhaps. The Council for Scientific and Industrial Research was also conducting the parallel examination. They were conducting this examination in the domain of exact sciences and mathematics. So it was decided that CSIR and UGC should jointly conduct this examination. In order to provide larger opportunities to the prospective candidates, it was also decided that let us conduct this examination twice a year. So if you have missed the bus once, then you can ride on it in the next time, but within the same year. CSIR, you may be aware, but let me also reiterate it once again, that CSIR is conducting this examination in 5 different domains. One is the chemical science, another is the physical science, the third one is the life science, the fourth is the earth science, and the fifth is the mathematical science. So the CSIR examination is confined only to these 5 domains of knowledge. And in the remaining domain of knowledge in higher education, the responsibility was entrusted with the University Grants Commission. The University Grants Commission started conducting this examination in as many as 79 different disciplines. You may be knowing that in 2013, the University Grants Commission outsourced this NET examination to the Central Board of Secondary Education, because the CBSE was conducting the joint entrance examination, it was conducting the medical entrance examination, it was also conducting the triple All India Engineering Entrance Examination, AIEEE. It conducted this examination until 2018. In 2018, because we came up with a national testing organization, which is some kind of an autonomous body created in the Ministry of Human Resource Development. So this NET examination was transferred to the National Testing Agency from December 2018. Now, let me also share with you, dear students, that what are the conditions for eligibility to write the NET examination. Because before you do that, you should also be very clear about the eligibility conditions. For general category candidates with 55% marks, and for others it is 50% marks or equivalent grades in master's program. So those who have passed out the master's level program with 55%, if they belong to the general category candidate, they are eligible to write the NET examination. And for the reserved categories, which includes the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, other backward classes, and also the EWS and physically challenged children, for them there is a relaxation of 5% marks. So even if they have 50% marks in their master's program, they are eligible to write this NET examination. Apart from that, those candidates are also eligible to write NET examination who have been pursuing their master's program or whose results are still awaited. They will be admitted provisionally, and they will be considered provided they clear the master's degree with the aforesaid, with the stipulations which I have shared, that those from general category, they should have 55% marks, and those who are from reserved category, they should have 50% marks. So, but I mean, even when you are in the third semester or in the fourth semester, you can also appear for the NET examination. This is the point that I wanted to emphasize. Those who have completed the PhD degree before September 1991, they are also given a relaxation of 5% marks. So but the candidates are advised to appear in the subject of their master's degree. So if you have done master's degree in physics, you should appear only in the physics paper. So candidates with master's level diploma or a foreign degree will have to ascertain the equivalence of their diploma or their degree from the Association of Indian Universities. So if Association of Indian Universities has given you the equivalence of master's level, then the candidate can also write this NET examination. The another condition is that of the age limit. So the upper age limit for the candidates from the general category is 30 years. And those who are from the reserved categories, they again have a relaxation of 5 years. So those who are up to 35 years of age from the reserved categories, they are also eligible. So there are two kinds of eligibility conditions. If 3-year relaxation is also given to those who are holding the master's degree in law, and 5 years relaxation is also given to those who have proven track record of research. If master's program, suppose somebody has joined a research organization and that person is that person has remained very actively involved in the research work, then she or he can also be given a relaxation of 5 years. So if such a person with research experience is from the general category, she can write this examination up to the age of 35. And if it is from the reserved category, then they can write this examination up to the age of 40 years. The total age relaxation does not exceed 5 years under any circumstances. That is the rider. Now I come down to the scheme of examination, which is very important for all the students to know, that there are going to be 2 papers in the NAT examination. The first paper is that of the general awareness, which is of 100 marks. There will be 50 questions and each question will carry 2 marks. And this first paper is a compulsory paper. It is a general awareness paper. It is to be written by every candidate. And this paper will have questions relating to general awareness, for which you will have to prepare. And this paper also contains some questions which are relating to ascertaining the aptitude for research and aptitude for teaching. And therefore, you will have to prepare, when you are preparing for the general awareness paper, you will have to focus on 3 components. One is the general knowledge. The another is the aptitude for teaching. That is especially required to enter into the teaching profession. And similarly, aptitude for research. I mean, what kind of aptitude you should have or you should display should you decide to enter into the research profession. The first paper is of 1 hour duration. So you get 50 questions and you have to complete those 50 questions within 60 minutes. And therefore, the accuracy and the speed are going to be of paramount significance. So you need to understand that and you have to prepare accordingly. The second paper is the subject specific paper, which will contain 100 questions and each question will be of 2 marks. So this is going to be a 200 marks question paper, and the duration will be of 2 hours. So you have double the number of questions, and you have the twice of the duration for the second paper. So second paper, which is going to be a subject specific paper, if you have graduated in physics and if you have graduated in chemistry, then you will be having 100 questions from chemistry or 100 questions from physics in the second paper, or in history or geography and economics. Now, you should also know, when you are writing some examination, you should also know that what are the criteria for preparing the results. How the result is prepared. Many students may not be aware of it, but since the Chancellor asked me to speak to you, I thought that I must create this awareness amongst all of you. Since there are 2 papers, so you will have to display minimum level of performance in both the papers, but your marks of both the papers would be put together with a view to determining your eligibility either for assistant professorship or for the junior research fellowship. I forgot to tell you one thing, that this examination is conducted for 2 purposes. One, those who wish to enter into teaching profession at assistant professor level. So it determines the eligibility of a person to enter into teaching in higher education. But if somebody wishes to pursue research, then this is also the examination which determines the eligibility of a person to pursue research, for which the University Grants Commission and CSIR are also awarding fellowships. I'm going to come to that a little later, but let me make it clear. So the results are prepared by aggregating the marks of paper 1 and paper 2. And the minimum criterion laid down for that is, if you are from the general category, then you will have to secure a minimum of 40% marks in aggregate of paper 1 and 2. If you are from the reserved category, then you have to secure a minimum marks of 35% in aggregate of paper 1 and 2. And to move forward, this is the minimum requirement, but it does not mean that you will get the net certificate. There are other conditions as well. So once we apply this criteria helps us to identify the candidates, which creates a pool for the final selection. Now, 6% of the candidates who appeared in paper 1 and 2 are declared to be qualified for NAT. Now, but the number of slots earmarked for each category for subjects covered under UGC NAT are distributed among candidates of different subjects in proportion to their numbers in the consideration zone. So proportionately, the 6% which we create a pool of the so-called eligible candidates, they are proportionately distributed across all the subjects in which the NET examination is conducted. So in this manner, the slots for each subject and each category are determined. And in fact, there is a formula that the number of general, I think you need not bother much about it. You should know that the first condition for you is to get a minimum of 40% if you are from general category and 35% if you are from the reserved category. I don't want to make it complicated, and you should not bother about it. Now, the eligibility for assistant professor and JRF is, the University Grants Commission is awarding 6,400 junior research fellowship each year. And since the examination is conducted twice a year, so in each examination, 3,200 candidates are recommended for the award of the junior research fellowship. Only they can pursue research with the support from the University Grants Commission in terms of financial assistance. But the JRF is given only to those candidates who opt for it. Suppose 700,000 candidates have applied for NAT, and if 500,000 have not opted for it, so they will not be considered for the junior research fellowship. So you must remember it. If you are interested to pursue research, then you should opt for it. If you do not opt for it, then you cannot put your claim for the junior research fellowship. You will be out of that competition. And the rate of scholarship is quite attractive, actually. It was not as attractive some time ago, but now it has been made pretty attractive. The junior research fellow will get 31,000 rupees a month. And the idea behind this was that we want serious-minded people to enter into research, and their total emoluments should be somewhere close to the total emoluments of the assistant professor. So which is why the remuneration was increased for the junior research fellowship. And after 2 years, a junior research fellow, if she displays satisfactory performance, and if that is certified by the supervisor of the candidate, then she gets elevated to the senior research fellowship. And the senior research fellowship will be of 35,000 rupees a month. And apart from this 31,000 in junior fellowship and 35,000 in senior fellowship, the candidates of JRF candidates are also eligible for the house rent allowance, which is provided as per the revised rates of the government of India. Now, candidates qualifying for junior research fellowship will be eligible for fellowship subject to their registration for the PhD program in any university in the country. And the validity period will be of 3 years from the date of issue of the junior research fellowship letter. So if you have received the fellowship in 2018, you will have to make sure that you get registered for your PhD program within a period of 3 years. If the 3-year duration lapses, then you lose your entitlement for the fellowship. So you must keep that also in mind, that as soon as you get the fellowship, you must immediately start making preparations for your registration in a recognized university in the country. Now, you will be happy to note that teaching in higher education or research in higher education are not the only avenues for those who clear the NET examination. There are other opportunities as well. The NET scores are taken by a number of public sector organizations. They have the vacancies in different positions. And since 2014 or 15, they have started utilizing the scores of the NET examination for the purposes of filling the positions in their respective organizations. And let me tell you what are those organizations, like the Indian Oil Corporation Limited, Oil and Natural Gas, ONGC, Hindustan Aeronautical Limited, Hindustan Petroleum Corporation, Bharat Petroleum Corporation, Bharat Heavy Electrical Limited, Power Grid Corporation, Rashtriya Chemicals and Fertilizers Limited, Power System Operation Corporation Limited. So there are a number of public sector organizations which take up the NET qualified candidates in different positions. So remember that you have greater avenues ahead of you should you clear the NET examination. Now I come down to how to prepare for the NET examination. So since you know that there are 2 types of papers, one is the general awareness paper and another is the subject specific paper. So you will have to focus on general awareness. And because the general awareness paper comprises questions of general knowledge, teaching aptitude and research aptitude, and therefore apart from general awareness, you should also make yourself conversant with the basic realities of teaching and basic realities of research. Because some questions are going to be based on the basic realities of teaching and basic realities of research. You should also make yourself conversant how to write a research proposal, how to make hypothesis. What do you mean by different designs? What are the statistical methods which are used for the analysis of the data? So don't think that if you prepare well only general knowledge, you will be able to clear this general awareness paper. No, you will have to prepare for 3 different components and they are distinctly different from each other. One pertains to general knowledge, the other one pertains to the basic realities of teaching, and the third one pertains to basic realities of research. And which is why I have I'm laying emphasis, and I would like to reiterate once again that insofar as teaching is concerned, you must understand what are the basic realities of teaching, uh, the curriculum, the pedagogies, the assessment methods. And similarly, for research, you should know that what are the different kinds of design, how do we make hypotheses, how do we collect data, how do we analyze data, what kind of statistical methods do we need to apply depending upon the nature of the data. So you should prepare for that. See, how do you, in basic teaching, you also need to understand the significance. How do you classify students based on their characteristics? Because as a teacher, you will come across with a very diverse student population. Some of them are going to be common sense learner. Some of them are going to be dynamic learners. Some of them are going to be analytic learners, and some of them are going to be slow learners. So you should understand the dynamics of the learners, and accordingly you should prepare insofar as question paper 1 is concerned. So once again, I'm underlining it, that don't depend solely on general knowledge. Make yourself conversant with the basic realities of teaching and basic realities of research, because this question paper would ascertain your aptitude for teaching and aptitude for research. And insofar as the second paper is concerned, it certainly requires very deep understanding of subjects, because the questions are not going to be only of recognition and recall, that I'm going to ask you what is the atomic number of sodium or what is the atomic number of argon. The questions would be such that they would require cognitive operation at the level of application, analysis, or synthesis, or evaluation. And therefore, you should have a very solid understanding of the subject in which you are going to write the second paper. You will have to work very hard for that. And in order to do that, let me share with you the last couple of things. One is, if you understand the significance of 5 things in your life, only then and then you are going to be a successful person. And what are those 5 things? And you must start internalizing them right from this stage, wherever you are today. One is, you must understand the significance of the time of management. We attach very little value to the time management. So this is the first and the foremost requirement for you as a young boy and girl, to understand the significance of the time management. The second one is, nothing comes in life without hard work. There are no shortcuts available in life. So the second important thing you must know is the hard work. The hard work can only provide you the results, the desired results, which you are aiming at. And the third important factor is the discipline. Nothing comes in life without discipline. So you have to lead the life of a disciplined soldier. And the fourth, which is of paramount significance, is the power of perseverance. We are in the habit of giving up whenever we find something harder. So never give up. Never give up. So you must understand the significance of the power of perseverance. And the fifth one is the motivation. Motivation comes from 2 sources. Somebody motivates you. You get influenced by your teacher. You get influenced by some public figure. And then you get motivated. Someone has said something which is very vital, and it touches your heart. and then you get motivated. That also makes a lot of difference in life. But what is more pertinent is this self-motivation. Mummy and Papa, they are not going to wake you up every day. They will do it if you do not wake up, but they should not be waking you up every day early morning. That motivation should come from within. So you have two types of motivation. One is the external motivation, and the another one is the self-motivation. So if you really wish to touch the zenith in your career, and which you must, and if you aspire the top slot in the chosen field, wherever you want to go, then you must be a person of self-motivation. And the last point that I would like to share with all the boys and girls is that everybody wants to succeed in life. Success is a very fascinating experience, and we must succeed. But the success comes from three factors. One is that you will have to stay put life as a lifelong learner. And here I would like to emphasize that you must invest more on books, journals, periodicals, and less on your outfits, swanky phones, okay, branded clothes, branded shoes. You should not bother about those things. You must create a good library at your place of residence or at your place of work. And if you do not remain a lifelong learner, people are going to leave you behind. You will be relegated to the background. And therefore, you must stay put as a lifelong learner. This is one lesson which I thought I would like to leave with you. The second lesson that I would like to leave with you is that you must always see inspiring dreams. All your dreams may not be fulfilled all the time, but they will keep you on the right track. They will keep you on the right track. So you must see very inspiring dreams. And the third thing that I would like to tell you out of my personal experience and out of the experiences of many more people whom I admire the most is, and one of them is the Honorable Chancellor, Mahbub al-Haq, which is why I have fallen in love with him, is that you should know that there are more downs in life than ups. That is the reality of life. And when there are more downs than ups in life, then what should we do? We need to learn the art of playing the curved ball in life, like Virat Kohli and Sachin Tendulkar and Mahendra Dhoni. Okay? You must learn out of your failures. You should try to transform your failures into successes. You must also try to learn from others' mistakes in order to saving time and in order to accelerating the pace of your growth and development. So that is what is more important. So with some of these thoughts, I thought that I would like to share with you some information relating to NAT. I hope that you are clear insofar as the eligibility of NAT examination is concerned. You are also now familiar with the types of question papers that you are going to encounter. You also now know how the results are prepared. It's a competitive examination. And one thing is said about competition, my dear children, that if you do not compete, then you create competition. And since you have to make your place, you have to make a place for yourself in this competitive world. So you will have to work very hard. I hope that you will remember some of these lessons which I have tried to provide to you in a fragmented manner. You will internalize them, and you are going to bring in laurels not only to yourself, but also to your family and to your samaj and to your country. So with this, I would like to wish all of you all the very best and great good luck. Stay safe from this coronavirus until we get the vaccine, and even after that, and prepare very hard for this. Let me tell you that teaching is the best profession. और एक हिंदी में कहावत है कि this is the profession wherein कि आम के आम और गुठली के दाम. Whatever little you would do in this profession, it will add to your qualifications. If you are going to be a good teacher, the children will love you. And while you will have the responsibility of empowering them, because their strength is going to be their prosperity is going to be your strength. But when they come and touch your feet, or when they come and greet you, I do not believe in touching feet at all, but when they come and greet you with love and respect, I think that will be the highest reward. And whatever little research you would do, it will add to your qualifications. It might not make you a very wealthy person, but if you wish to have recognition at the national level and international level as a good human being, then you must enter into our profession, the teaching. So, wish you all the very best. And before I close, I would like to take this opportunity to express my very sincere thanks and gratitude to my beloved Chancellor, Mahbub al Haq Sahab, for having given me this opportunity to talk to you. And so once again, wishing you all the very best. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, I would love to take the questions. Over to Mazvi.
Thank you so much, sir. Actually, we are having not questions, but almost all the participants are in the chat box. If you see that, they are all very motivated, and they feel they are ready to start the journey for the preparation, and to go into academics full-fledged with their open mind. So thank you so much, sir. We have with us Dr. Mridul Hazarika, sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, University of Science and Technology, Meghalaya. I request Dr. Mridul Hazarika, sir, to kindly speak a few words on the occasion. Sir.
Oh.
Good morning, Honorable Ved Prakash ji, Honorable Chancellor USTM, NET team of USTM, and participants. After the inspiring speech of Ved Prakash ji, I have very little to add. Only one thing which inspired me from his speech as well, that we must have inspiring dreams, as he said. That will keep us going. And I tell my young participants that life is a journey, not a destination. And in this journey, we have to keep on a lot of ups and downs and turns and twists. And we should be able to negotiate all these turns and twists and continue with our journey. And that is very important. And NET, you are joining the NET course, and it is something very inspiring to see that the students are utilizing their time at these difficult hours of the country. And they are trying to make a useful time for them. And USTM has always been very innovative in helping the students, and this process has been on for quite some time. And I feel that our students will continue to be inspired, continue to be innovative in all respects, because the innovation is an inexhaustive process. It is the innovation which will keep us going. And therefore, our minds should be innovative, creative, and that is very important for all of us. And as to add to Professor Ved Prakash, I would like to say that our imagination is more important than knowledge. As Albert Einstein said, the innovation encircles the whole world, but knowledge is limited. Your imagination is more important, and that will unlock, keep you going and achieving the greater height and laurels, as Sri Ved Prakash said. With these few words, I wish you all the best. I'm sure that these few days of your training will be a great days for you in your future career. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I think we are coming to the end of this orientation program. We have the classes from tomorrow onwards. We have respected WhatsApp group for each subject. So the coordinators of each, net coordinators of each subject will appraise the net aspirants according to the links and the timetable. So we hope to see you from tomorrow, and we hope that any query you have, please feel free to contact us. And Professor Ved Prakash, sir, thank you so much for enlightening us, and you have been guiding us, mentoring us, and we hope that you do so in future always, sir. Thank you, sir. Good day.